already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist.
Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
It is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on loss, okay? And he's just...
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And here's the starting offensive unit for Seattle.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey's one of the best centers in the league. And to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the second level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
On second down, Prescott again. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On first and 10, Prescott. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Robert Woods! And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Robert Woods. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at Matt Ryan, a man who's been in the league since back in 2008.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check. 39. Hey, let's go. You got tight right there.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. And when you talk about this offense, you of course have to talk about Alshon Jeffrey.
Long, agile, he makes any quarterback that much better.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A toss play, Gordon. This is how the defense will line up for Seattle. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Ready, white 25. Check out.
On 3rd down, Ryan able to find Harris, complete. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Check.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch the safety.
Now Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Ryan. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
This is caught. The numbers for Davis last week, what a ball game. 4 receiving touchdowns.
And he's not just a specialty guy either. They went to him when they were in the red zone. They went to him when they weren't in the red zone. They went to him anytime they could for obvious reasons.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Okay, we got to get this stop here, D. 39. 21. He's coming, double up. Check.
Now it's Ryan. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Corey Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offense. Defense, he's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They go play action now. Ryan airing it out for Hamilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run it here with Gordon. Oh, he's got a... There goes Melvin Gordon. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And these highlights here showcasing the solid game he's had.
Well, someone woke up and felt good about themselves.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing, Prescott, screen pass to Lindsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked them down in a hurry. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go.
Third and long for Prescott. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level.
Touchdown, Chicago! Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start. Got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Prescott now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Prescott. That's caught. It's Eli Rogers. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Prescott now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Prescott now. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Prescott to throw it. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Gordon. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This is Gordon on the dump off. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Like 52, 51, Sam! Check, 52's the most. Smooth. 52's the most.
Now Ryan. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Demetrius Harris His third touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They got him, man. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Prescott. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing again. Ryan. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now it's hidden carry for Melvin Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ryan, that one into the hands of Hamilton. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Vigil. Came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Face. Hey, box truck.
On third down, Ryan. And pressure gets to him again. Avery Williamson. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Let's go, 21.
Now Ryan on first down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. The 40, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, That means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. They will find Davis. That's complete. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now it's Ryan. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
Ryan now to throw on third down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. To throw is Prescott. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Throwing, Prescott. That's caught. It's Eli Rogers.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Kkosso. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, baby, let's go.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Seibert on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the... cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Kill.
First down, Prescott. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll find Lindsey here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And Woods has it complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now Prescott. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Ryan to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
25!
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about him taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll look